Hello and welcome to the full release version of Oxygen Not Included. This one's been in development for a very long time. Last I played it was, I want to say, a couple of years ago. But it's now at version 1.0. If you've not seen the game before, think of it as like a RimWorld style of colony builder. But we are not on a planet. We are stuck in an asteroid. And along with building a base with, beds and storage and food supply, we also have to deal with things like oxygen and where our water, our waste goes, and where our clean water comes from. There's really a lot going on here, and I've been looking forward to this for a long time, so I thought we should check it out and see what we can do here. So we can do with a no-sweat kind of game, or survival, which we'll be doing, of course. And this is all, most of this stuff is new to me, but let's see what all is here. We have Terra, which is sort of the generic asteroid belt. And each one of these is all sort of a little bit different. Oceania has lots of salt water on it. We've got Rime, which is a very cold place. We got the green place. We got the tree place. We got a lava place. There's lots of different rocks, including a desert place. I think for the sake of this episode and showing off the game, we're gonna go with Verdant, which is a lush location, rich in wildlife and life-sustaining resources. Something that can show the I would say easy, the nice sides of Oxygen Not Included. We're going to foothold on Verdant will be challenging due to reduce food and oxygen options, but we'll have plenty of food and minerals around. We can also adjust things a bit more as well. Our immediate surroundings will have a frozen core, slime molds, and mixed boulders, or maybe some oil core, that kind of stuff. Ooh, volcanoes nearby. Excellent. I want that one. And a subsurface ocean. Sure. Yeah, let's try this one. Let's start this thing out. So, to begin this, we have to pick our three colonists, our three duplicates, as it's called in the game, and what they do, farming or crafting or researching, that kind of a thing. And we start off with just a couple of folks that are unfortunately in a position, and we're going to try to see if we can get them to survive. So, of course, we can re-roll these guys, but we got Nisbet here, who likes researching and cleaning things. She also is a bit of an early bird. She also likes to eat a lot. We got Otto here, who also likes tidying, building, cooking. You see his bonuses over this way. He's fast at digging. And Nicola, who likes to work on machinery. Creative, doesn't care about morale, decor and things. Can't do research, and you can do research, but you also are, whatever. Well, we can re-roll, but we're fine. We'll keep it as it is. The scientific brigade, no. The coughing space hut is the name of my colony. Excellent. Okay, let's find ourselves a colony. All right, so for those of you that have not seen the game in the past, let me kind of get an idea what's going on here. But we have awoken at the location, but my colonization efforts have already hit a hitch. We were supposed to land on the planet's surface, but instead we are miles underground. Oh, planet surface? Pretty sure we're on an asteroid. Conditions are not ideal. It's imperative I establish a colony here and begin mounting efforts to escape. So the whole point here is to build a colony and eventually get research and all that, and eventually get to the point where we can build, I think we build a rocket at the end is the end game goal. But anyway, we're here at this spot right here. We got Nisbet, Otto, and Nicola all in this little hole here. Around us, we got things that are producing oxygen. We got some oxalite, which is producing oxygen for our little hole right here. We can see our oxygen overlay this way. So we can breathe in the light blue. We cannot breathe in the red. So you have to kind of keep in mind things like which ones are heavier, which ones are not, that kind of a thing. Power is a thing. Temperature, it's nice and green in here and happy. But first off, let's just get digging, I suppose. Let's go and build. Let's just build to the side for now. We got some looks like a water supply down here. This will probably slowly ease its way into here. And then we can use that as our water supply. It's not much of a one, but it's something. Let's go and dig and just clean up an area like this. Is that more? That's more oxalite right there. Perfect. More oxygen producing stuff. And we'll build this one over this way and into this little hole here. We can see we got some igneous rock and some dirt. We can use dirt to eventually farm, of course. There's some aluminum ore over here. Tutorial is yelling at me. Lots of plants around. We've got some hexalent, which is I think it's a thing we eat. Capable of propagating, but can be harvested for a single calorie-dense food serving. Yeah. So we can grab all those and eventually survive, I suppose. Lots of oxiferns in here, which which produce oxygen, which is why there is a little bit of oxygen, but it's you know, it's up. The unbreathable gases, the carbon dioxide has fallen down. The oxygen's up here on top. We also got a little bit in the middle there. Oh, what's happening? Oh, I don't know. Things are unlocking for us. Okay, so these guys need a few things. The coughing space hut needs things. They need an outhouse in order, you know, for a place to do the business, and they also need an oxygen diffuser to help produce oxygen, obviously, at some point. But first, we're gonna get yeah, beds and outhouses, and we want to make sure we get to this water supply. You can see it is working its way down here. I'm not sure that's actually deep enough. I guess we'll find out. So let me go and build ourselves a ladder. We're gonna put it in just right here. Oops, that's terrible drawing. What is that? Cancel those. I was debating whether I want to go on it or one space over, but got a little crazy there. I have to remove this tile. Take this thing out and put a ladder in its place. And we're going to dig right down this way. And maybe not all the way down because we don't want to have the water rushing into us. Let me go and dig a spot like... That's probably fine, I think. You can see it all trickling down in here. That'll be fine. It'll give us a bit of a lip that we can get to and grab the water. I think 4 high is ideal because most buildings are 4 high or whatever. We can also build a spot over here for maybe bedrooms or something. There is oxygen is there as well, right? This is, yeah, there's some oxygen producing plants in there. So we could use a little, I'm thinking a little cubby for our beds. What if we do something like that? Put a couple beds there and a couple beds right there. I'm not sure if that's ideal, but we'll try it and see how it works. Beds are pretty small. We can squeeze them in there, and people will be hanging out in there, I suppose. So they're getting to work. They're, you know, no man's skying away the minerals here. We'll get that ladder built and head on down and get this dug away. We'll get a water pump, which is right here. A pitcher pump, which will pump water out of here. Why do we want a pitcher pump? Well, because we need things like outhouses and where is it at? And hand washing basins because people are nasty and they're going to go and make a mess of the place. I'm also going to put one. I think I'm going to go... Change my mind. I'm going to go this full-size one here. We may put some tiles down here, but we're going to make this our bathroom. This is the bathroom, the hand washing station. All of this is going to go right in here. In with all this. I'll pull that plant up and we'll have a nice flat spot there so we get some mirth leaf. Okay, so looking all right. We got gas still around here? Yeah, well, mostly. Once they hit this spot here, they'll get some gas in there for them. They're fine. They can hold their breath for a little bit. Everything else we can look at here, of course, we have skills for our people. They can eventually skill up and learn new things. She likes to research, so she's has a bonus to it. We've got... Everyone has their own bonuses, of course. We've got priorities, style, whatever these guys want to do. We've got schedules we can set up. When do they sleep? When do they eat? When do they work? Things that we can eat on the planet here, and the vitals. Everyone's stress-free. I wouldn't be, but these guys are. What else can we look at here? We've got our colony report, which is telling us all the things of the day. It is day 1 at the coughing space hut, and I think things are looking all right so far. Guess we'll find out here as time goes on. We can see the colony summary also right in here. We can see our map and oxygen being produced and whatever else. So we'll let them just get to work here and start digging. We probably need to get a few things in here quickly. A storage bin would be nice. Let me throw a storage bin. We'll throw a couple of those in right there so we get some things put away. We got a plant here. A mirthleaf seed has been laid out, but we don't know how to farm things yet. We'll figure that out later on. I do want to go ahead and get my beds, a couple beds at least. We could probably squeeze a few of them in here. Put one there and there. Is there any oxygen in here yet? It'll get there. It'll get there. Once we breach this, it'll ease up into there. It'll be fine. Let me go and dig, actually, all this. This is going to be my bedrooms right here. Change of plans. These storage containers are going to hold things like, we'll have one hold seeds, eggs, and the other one's going to hold maybe some soil. We don't fill it up. This one can have raw minerals and ores. And I guess we should probably put the soil in there also. And ores. We'll put it all in there. It's fine. We can make more of these. No problem. Okay, so this is all taken care of. Let's go ahead and get... and we also have our water spot here too. So let's put in our pitcher pump, which will grab the water out, which needs to go. It's a very low water supply. We don't have a lot of water here. We may need to like dig it out a bit, but I guess it will all end up here eventually. We could put a little hole here to make it, to encourage it to pool up around here near our pump. Might be a good idea. Are you cold? Is it cold around here? What's my temperature? No, you're fine. Get over it. Oh, she's cold because she's in the water, probably. Okay, so there's a pump for our water supplies. Yeah, she's stepping in the water. She's whining. Let me get a wash basin. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put the wash basin here. And then I need to put in the bathroom. So the outhouse is going to go right over here. Okay, so we're going to go to the bathroom. We'll stop by the sink, wash the hands, and head out. Then we'll grab the water from the pump and into there, and everything will be great. Eventually, we have to empty this thing, so we have to find a spot to empty the dirty water. I don't see any dirty water spot. There's some polluted water down here. We could just make our own polluted water spot, of course. There's some up here as well. What is all this? Is this salt? Salt? Bleach? Stone? Granite? Alright, it's downtime. So everyone's going to go and have a bite to eat and take it easy a bit. Yeah, there we go. I have some bites to eat. We got some food storage here in our ration box, which is unrefrigerated. Yeah, things are looking all right. What a day. It's not going to be all right much longer, but for the day, it's all right. Let me bump this up a bit. We can increase priorities. Like, I want this bathroom done now. I kind of wanted this done before the first day, ideally. But right now, they're all slacking. So, they're just going to have to hold it in for this day. Oh, I didn't get all the beds. I forgot to make all the beds. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Nicola. I apologize. I didn't make your bed the first night. Pop that in there. We're going to pop in one more for whoever else comes along. We got a little crab hanging around. Hey, buddy. Breathing my oxygen. Speaking of oxygen, yeah, not looking too bad. Not too bad. Now, a technique that I learned 2 years ago playing this is, well, you don't want to build too high, because, right, all the oxygen is going to go up. And you're going to want to figure out a way of, like, moving your oxygen into one spot, or the oxygen, up into the living areas, and have spots for the carbon dioxide to descend into. Like we could build like a little cavern like down here. So we'll grab this oxygen up into our rooms. It'll hit up into here, and then maybe this will all kind of linger down into there. Something like that. You know what I mean? Totally out of order, but it should be good to go now. Right? You got it going? Yeah, they got it working. So Nicola's going to go over here and, well, use it. And then once he goes, we're going to have this facing that way. So what's going to happen is this has a full thing of water. We grabbed some, I don't know if you saw it, but someone grabbed it from the pitcher here, poured some water in there, and got this thing working. So then as they run by this thing, they will use the hand wash station. Because if they don't, we will have germs. We don't want germs. There's some germs already on our outhouse here. Eventually they'll come by and clean the thing. But that's also something we got to keep an eye on. The slime is also very nasty. We don't want diseases around here. So there he is. Otto's in there. Very sad about this. What's wrong, Otto? Ever used the bathroom before? Not the most oxygen-rich place, is it? Yeah, you'll be all right. Okay, so let me go. I'm going to go and do this because this is going to use that water. I would like, you can probably dig that one out easily. Can you dig out something like that? Just give me a little bit more of a reservoir here. I wouldn't mind if this all went away and we just had a pond here. That actually would be all right. Just to encourage. We don't want to go too low because then we won't be able to use this, but that'll be all right. I think we can encourage the water to pool up here into one little spot, and then we can use this as our base. Plenty of oxygen right in here. We can have maybe a farm over there. Well, not a farm, an oxygen spot, but in a lower spot we can build a farm. Use that carbon dioxide, and that sort of thing. Speaking of farms, let's get some research started. Research station, we'll pop it up here next to this guy. We need power for this, so this is going to be a big thing. Let me set this guy right here. We're going to need some power. Power we're going to use just sort of the hamster wheel thing. And we'll set it here will be fine. I'm going to throw in a battery next to it. And then we're going to need to get some power wires going from there to there. We're using, I think, aluminum for that. That way someone will come in here, they'll just start running on the generator, which will fill up the batteries, which will also power the research station, so somebody can do what they do. Is somebody idle? Who's idle? Otto, what are you doing down there, buddy? Why are you, what are you doing down there? Not really what I had in mind, buddy. Can you make this? There you go. Please. Oh, you can't because you don't have enough wood. Let me increase the priority of this. So I want this to be done immediately. Because poor Otto is going to die. He's just holding his breath. Holding his breath. Sopping wet. Chilly surroundings. Otto! Hey, you. Yeah, do that. Okay. Go down here. Pick up some materials. Get down there and build it. Otto can't hold his breath much longer. Can't have our first death in day 1. Day 2. We can have a first death then. Hey, Otto. Come on out, buddy. There we go. He made it. There he goes. He made it. Fresh breath. He's fine. He's fine. He's just a bit of a whiner. He'll be all right. Okay. Yeah, he's breathing a little heavy. It's okay, Otto. It happens to the best of us. Okay, so I would like to encourage the oxygen accumulating over here to sort of make its way over this way, if I can. If I could just build this out, you know, that would actually make a nice area, I think. I could do something like that to sort of encourage it to fill this whole area in. We need, again, a low place for our carbon dioxide to settle. Right now it's settling all over here, but if we built this ladder down, this would be from our lowest point, which is over here, I guess. We need it to settle in a low point. So let's try doing something like this and just go on down. Just to, you know, meet up with that. There's some oxygen-producing plants in there. There's a happy little critter right here. A Pip. Pip is his name. He's friendly. He walks around and he chews on plants. Chews on lumber, like these arbor trees that are growing branches. And then buries seeds just every once in a while. So he'll go plant some things along the way every once in a while. So yeah, he's alright. Okay, get to work on that. We got research or power going now. We need to get some research set up, so let's start it up. There's a lot here. We can go with there's farming up this way, which we're going to go ahead and pick. There is power regulation. We can add in switches and big batteries, bridges. We've got a water cooler for a gathering place for, you know, morale kind of things. Medicine, liquids, and of course we get into the big stuff, into rocketry and all that eventually. Decor, we can get like pictures on people's walls, people like that. Makes them happy. We can see how they feel here. Otto, how you feeling, buddy? Where's your stuff? You're inhaling right now? Yeah, you're sopping wet and hungry. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I hope he forgives me. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. Auto-harvest that guy. We get that gardening done. And there you go. Nisbet is working on it. The battery is somewhat filled. Let's see. Well, you're the food one, right? Seeds and critter eggs. This is the food one, the ration box. It does have edible things in it. We can fill it with cooking ingredients as well. We might as well. Let's see. You are assigned to Nisbet. Assigned to... Oh, unassigned. Nicola, have a bed, buddy. There we go. We're not gonna pull the oxyfern out yet because that stuff is yanking carbon dioxide out and making oxygen for us. So we want a lot of those. If we get a garden going, we can grow a bunch of that stuff. That'd be nice to have. So this is sort of working, but we're getting a you know, carbon dioxide spot right in here. But it's kind of working. It's getting there anyway. Okay, so along the way, eventually, as time goes on, we'll get some new duplicates popping in here. I think we'll get in one cycle. We'll get somebody new in here. We'll just sort of spawn. We can choose whether we want to or not, whether we want to keep them. We will. We think we will anyway. There's a spot of water right there. If I got rid of that, that would drop the water down, and that would fix... We can put a thing back, a platform back. If people get cold when they step on that, that's a bit of a problem. We get to work on... There you go, Otto. Oh boy, Otto. Otto's probably terrified right now. Put a tile there. And then we could dig this one out too, I guess. I kind of want this water to flow a little better. Doesn't seem to want to flow. Is that oxalite? It is. Okay. Get rid of that one. Algae is a very, very valuable thing for our oxygen producing later on. I don't see anything right immediately. I think there's a button for it somewhere that shows it, but I don't remember what it is. Dirt around here. Yeah, I'm not spotting any immediately, but I'm sure there's some somewhere nearby. We certainly need some. That's all dirt. Seems to be all dirt everywhere. Oh well. Colony requires a food source. Yeah, it certainly does. So we need some microbe mushers from the food tab. So let's go to the food tab and make some of these guys. This will help us get some food out of this colony. Let's go toss it over there and power it up here. Like that. So this guy, you can see, produces low-quality food using common ingredients. Things like, what do you make it out of? You make it out of, like dirt, I think. You make various things out of the dirt. Most people are snoozing here. The crab's doing his thing. But it's nighttime of day 2, and we survived. So far. How's everyone feeling? Where's the old colony feel good kind of things? We want to look at this. Population 3. We want to see vitals. Stress 0. Excellent. Got high morale. Everyone, you got new hope, a new colony hope. Excellent. Well fed. High morale. You're eating a lot of food, but looking all right. Looking all right. We have nothing pretty in here, so you're going to complain about your room design a little bit. But I think it's all right. So we should get another person in here very soon. In a half a cycle, we'll get somebody in there. Research is almost done for farming. And I think our farming is going to go... Actually, we could throw farming down here. That would probably be a good idea, because then all of the carbon dioxide down here, it's hard to breathe, but all the carbon dioxide would you know, oxygen from the plants would flow up, assuming the plants produce oxygen. We got idle people. Oh, research is done. Excellent. Okay, so we can now make an algae terrarium. Once we find some algae, we can toss it in there and create a terrarium out of it, which will help remove carbon dioxide and produce oxygen. We've also unlocked a planter box, which allows us to plant things from seeds to make some food. For now, I'm going to toss all of them right here next to the food stockpile thing. We'll figure out the later things later. We do need a bottle emptier. Empties bottled liquids back into the world. So if this gets full, you can see there's an arrow there. We need to empty the thing. It doesn't need any pipes. Eventually, we get pipes everywhere. But right now, periodically empty polluted dirt. I don't know where it goes. If they just toss it out, I'm not entirely sure where that goes. Compost we can make with reduces polluted dirt and other compostables. Oh, here we go. Compostables. Let's just stash this guy right here next to the old bin here. I'm going to go ahead and yank this mirth leaf out of the ground. Uproot it. And we'll put a platform right there. Yeah, I saw, friend. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? New research. Let's see what we want now. I think we need cooking. Let's see. Up here we could get... What's the next plant one? Meal preparation. Electronic grill. Mess table. Or... I think that's the thing. Batteries. We don't need those just yet. We need, I think, meals. Egg cracker. Farm tiles. Let's go for that. Right. So this will start blinking when we get someone ready here. Okay, these are ready for plants. So we have some of these mealwood seeds. Let's pop those in there for right now. Do you... I don't actually know if this actually takes in carbon dioxide and produces oxygen. But it does make us some, they're like little bug plants. So we can eat them. That's certainly what we want. This is ready to go now. We can tell it to make some mush bars. Yeah, make me a few mush bars. Just to have some food around. We'll toss it in the bin. We've also got these things growing, so that'll give me some bugs also to eat. Eventually. And let's see if I can find one of those bug plants. I'm sure there's some around here somewhere. And yeah, I'm not seeing any, but I'm sure they're around here somewhere. Is that pulled out? Yeah. So let's go and put on a platform there. Get that set up. Now, what I should have done actually with my beds, I should have moved this over because we can put a door in there, and people like it. Like having doors around. This really needs to be a different spot, though, because it's just so small. People aren't going to be very happy about the looks. Decor is a 0 right now. There is rooms. Where's my rooms button? Here. We don't have any rooms right now. If we could, like, block things off, and people get, like, a bonus if they sleep in a barracks. Or if we have a certain spot for our mess hall. People like that kind of thing. So, we should do that at some point. Let's see. We can make a ration box. We can make... Massage table makes people happy. We don't have a doctor's office yet. Let's see where we want to put it. Right over this way? We don't have an oxygen diffuser. How's our oxygen production looking? Are we looking okay still? Probably need to get one. Probably need to get one. Let's see. Take a look at everything here. We got power, of course, there. We got temperature is fine. Materials. We want to find... Is that slime? It's slime. slime and algae all in there. But we don't want to touch the slime. We want the algae. Same thing, slime and algae all together. Man, I got kind of unlucky here. We really need that algae in order to really get things going here, but we don't have any. There's the lights. Well, there's like bugs flying around that give me lights here. We've got plumbing we don't have yet, ventilation we don't have yet. There's the decor, whether they like it or not. They don't really like it around here. And there's the germs. We got a couple. Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. It's all cleaned up. The farming overlay, we can pick some things to eat, which we may go and pick some of these guys. And of course the rooms we just saw earlier. Anyway, I think it's a good place to call it a day. So this is Oxygen Not Included. It is available full release now. I'll put a link below and you can check it out. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.